Here's a little issue I had trying to clean out my drains for my bathroom sink. Here you can see the main drain goes out this way, probably about, I don't know, 2-3 feet, and then it drops straight down. I've already put that coupling collar on there. That's what the fix is going to be. But just quickly, what happened is this nasty looking nipple was in here all fine and everything. I had taken off my P-trap and what have you on this side of the house, this side of the bathroom. I have a mirroring bathroom right on the other side. Sink mirrors this one, and the toilet right here mirrors the one on the other side. So it's very convenient, and this is all just 2 feet from the exterior wall there out to the main drain. So this was all secured like this. I put a snake in here. I do that every year or two to have to kind of clean out that 2 or 3 feet of line, you know, with hair and black ink or whatever, all the stuff that gets in there. Turn this corner here and get into the main line with just a, I don't know, 3 or 4 foot snake and my drill, and able to do that. After pulling out some hair and what have you, cleaning it out nicely, I went to reattach the P-trap and everything, and lo and behold, the P-trap was all fine and dandy, but the fitting down here was cracked, and essentially you can see from here the threads had all eaten away and everything. Even though I hadn't taken this off, it was all corroded, and just me snaking it and banging on it, I guess, made it enough to break off some of that stuff and cause it to leak down here at the bottom. So my worry then was, how do I get this nipple out? Because this is 60-year-old pipe. I thought this is going to be frozen like crazy in there, and lo and behold, using my rigid pipe wrench, it actually loosened up. I was kind of shocked, but it loosened up fine. I took it out and realized, oh yeah, the nipple's bad. And I thought, oh, I'll just go buy another 1 1/4 inch nipple and be on the road to success. Lo and behold, I went to clean out the threads, and you can see in there, essentially the threads are all, there's only a couple of rows of threads. The rest of them are corroded, and part of the whole corrosion that happened here along this bottom lip here that probably settled in is the position of this pipe, you know, like that. So all the threads were all screwed up, and I thought, oh great, now I've gotten into a pickle. So I thought, well, I'll just replace this whole thing. So the only question then was, you know, how do I do that? And so basically, like I said, there's the other side with the other nipple that goes to the P-trap on that side. Essentially just took my Sawzall. Here I cut the bimetal blade off so that on the short stroke, the short end of the stroke, when it's retracted, you know, is able to stay with the diameter of this 1 1/4 inch pipe, and zipped right through it. You can't see it there, but obviously you can see it here. Marked it square so that I get a nice square cutoff, and zipped right through that with this bimetallic blade on this recip saw. So that worked great. Got that clean cut off, and now I'm just measuring up. I've got the PVC all set to go, glued up. I've got to go through 1 2x4 there. So this can't, you can't have the screw-on part attached on both sides until I get it in the 2x4 and connected there. But that'll be easy to do. But essentially, you can see I've got the two lines going out with the connectors, the male connectors for the P-trap assembly, being able to fit in there, and compression washers, plastic washers to get in there and seal that, and basically be back to where I was with this old system. This has got some steel clamps that just grab onto that pipe. It goes in a good 1.5 or 2 inches probably over that coupling. I think you pressure those down to maybe 60 pounds per, inch pounds torque. And since it's a drain line, you know, there's not a lot of concern there. Also, with this flexibility of that thing, I'll probably be able to raise this just slightly where, you know, I get a positive flow down down the drain to this point. It's pretty much level there. I've kind of spotted it with a level, and it's pretty level, that pipe that's remaining. But anyway, so once I stick this in here like this, can attach it to there, secure the coupling, go ahead and attach the two pieces on both sides of the bathrooms, and probably secure that thing with some, you know, metal strapping material to keep it secure and tight. And then be back in business with some new P-traps on both sides, connect those up, and be all done with it. So don't be afraid of this galvanized pipe. It's actually, you can see the drain is actually not that bad here because there's no standing water in this main line here. It seems to, you know, that's got plenty of years left on it, even though this is 50 or 60 years old. It's down in here that is where the standing water constantly over many years caused issues with this this T fitting, and it's just, you know, it's expected basically. Just years and years of abuse with water standing there on those joints finally gave out. So anyway, don't be afraid of using couplers on drainage lines, cutting the line. You don't need thread to be able to redo something. And although this took a little bit longer than I thought, I've always kind of worried about this this length of pipe here and what the condition was. But after seeing the condition of the main line here, and being able to replace this T-fitting, I'm feeling really good about you know, the end result of getting this to PVC and repairing this for another many years. Probably get rid of the house before then. So anyway, I hope this helped. Thanks for watching.